on, everybody? It's your boy, CoolColby149, and I hate recording. I love doing everything else. I like making scripts. I like thinking of ideas for videos. I like editing videos. I like all that. I find it soothing and relaxing. I hate recording. Not because I'm antisocial, but recording is hell. I have to deal with mic problems and video problems, and a video like this could take well more up to 2 hours to film because the first hour is completely corrupted, like the video I was making today on the Moto-Blitz. The Moto-Blitz being a flywheel-powered air tank shotgun master key bullpup blaster. Now, of course, I wish I could show you footage of me unboxing it, because I did some really satisfying clips and snips, and I took out the darts and showed off everything about this blaster. But all the footage is corrupted. So we're just gonna have to deal with the Moto-Blitz itself. Anyways, this is the Nerf Elite 2.0 Moto-Blitz. This is a flywheel-powered bullpup blaster that has a connected shotgun on it that uses an air tank system. Now, in the front, no end strike barrel. Of course, something that is a bullpup cannot have an end strike barrel because it would make the barrel ridiculously long. This is already how long the barrel is from this finger to this finger. And if you wanted to make that longer, I mean, you have the right to. You can cut this off and add your own, but I understand why they didn't add one, and I agree with the philosophy. And at the front, they have the Moto-Blitz system, the air pump system. So up front, there are 6 barrels that you can front load with up to 6 darts. You don't have to do 6, but the performance is the same if you use 1 or 6, so I recommend you fill all of them. Then you will pump this 8 times. The manual says 8 times, and the overpressure valve will come in at around about 9 or 10. And so I pump it until roughly it starts to come in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's ready to go, but just to test, it will have some resistance when you do it 9, so it's ready to go. This is the button to activate it. It is here and here on both sides. And when you press it, it will launch all 6 darts at a very reasonable velocity. Very similar to the Zombie Strike 3-shell shotgun. Or the Trilogy or the Shell Strike. It shoots at a very similar velocity, though it does carry double the capacity. And for a built-in shotgun, it is very, very effective. Close range, hit somebody with a bunch of darts, and it's awesome. This system works very well. At the top, you got this fake scope. It doesn't magnify, of course, because it's Nerf. And it's super close to the blaster, so if you smash your face into it, you can see through it. But there's no point. You don't want to hurt your face. So they put a tactical rail on top. Which I actually do own an Elite 2.0 scope from the Eagle Point set. And that is a perfect elevation. Look at that. Hello. Yeah. But yeah, the top rail works really well and leaves a good elevation so you're not smashing your face to use the below see-through, and you can just keep it just above to aim through the sights. But again, that's just to feel cool. It actually won't help you in the long run. As well, they have a tack rail right here and on the other side. Speaking of which, of the other side, there is no paint whatsoever. Not even see-through holes like this one right here. On the other side, though, it does have this access door. I haven't jammed the blaster yet, but you can if you use crummy darts or crummy batteries. But yeah, access door to help you remove the dart. All you have to do is remove the magazine, and that will help you clear out the jammed dart. Now, right here, we have the rev trigger and the regular trigger. Now, this is a semi-automatic blaster, meaning for every trigger pull, 1 dart will fly out of the flywheels. And the flywheels are caged back here where the magazine is. On this side as well, you have the battery port. It uses 4 AA batteries. And it does not come with those batteries, so if you do not have AA batteries, make sure you buy one. If you buy this at like Walmart, which is the store I'd recommend you buy it at, because Walmart's decently cheap, not ultra cheap, then I would totally recommend you buy some batteries if you don't have any, but they're AA, so most people have AA's. This is the magazine release back here. Now this is a bullpup blaster, meaning that the magazine or the loading system is behind the trigger and the rev trigger, which means that if you are very used to reloading in the front of the trigger, you kind of have to move your muscle memory to reload it to the back. And this is the area which is considered the stock. Again, there's no stock attachment. The only tactics on the blaster are the rails, but personally, this blaster is like a complete set. You buy this blaster, and you are ready to go for any engagement that comes your way. The magazine port's pretty normal. There's really nothing to say about it. But yeah, that's all the functional stuff I can show you with the blaster. I will show you some old footage of me firing the blaster now. The Moto-Blitz with 10 of its included darts. Let's see if I can hit this cup stack. Pump the foregrip 8 times, so I just did that, and let's see how well it fires. I apologize about the corrupted audio, but basically what I'm trying to tell and show you is that the blaster fires and functions pretty much exactly as you expected, which might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. It shoots roughly the same as most flywheel semi-automatic blasters. Elite darts are super inaccurate, but it does come with double the darts in +2 for some reason. It comes with 22 darts in total, which is great. Nerf should continue to do that, and actually every dart company should do that because darts worn out all of the time. But yeah, this blaster functions as you expect, including the front gun shooting decently well. Now, this front gun holds 6 darts and shoots 6 darts at once. That's one of the highest capacity shotguns that we have seen into Nerf. And this is built in directly to the blaster. So, who would I recommend this blaster for? For me, it really boils down to 2 questions. If it's a yes and a yes, then you should definitely buy this blaster. 1, do you need a flywheel blaster? Yes? Good. 2, do you have a use for the integrated shotgun in your Nerf play? Yes? Good. This blaster has both, and both very well. The integration is not super loose. It feels super tight and built into the blaster. The actual bullpup part of the blaster works really well. I've had no jams, no malfunctions. This works perfectly as advertised. And yeah, so if you see this blaster, know how it functions, and you are interested in purchasing it, you will have no problems with it whatsoever. I do have some cons, but they aren't very large. My first con is that this is very wobbly. Of course, since it's a pump handle and you're supposed to pump it, it makes sense, but when you're holding the blaster, this wiggles around a lot, and it's kind of uncomfortable for me. Very nitpicky, but yeah, I find this kind of annoying. Second issue, paint. There's no paint on this side. There's not even like a see-through logo, like the cheap way of getting out of paint, which I was okay with. You want to be cheap, still make it look cool, that's fine. Third complaint, this scope is practically useless. You cannot use it in the way that you intended, because you have to basically look through the blaster like this, like behind the stock, or hold it like a pistol. It's stupid, and what's even more stupid is they added these crosshairs that get completely blocked out by this piece. So the included scope is stupid, but as I stated before, the scope distance or rise when you add a scope on top is pretty good and pretty acceptable. So again, just don't use the included scope unless you want to get wrecked. Other than that, I can't really think of any other complaints. The blaster's well built, it's solid, it does exactly as advertised, and that's a good thing. We should be getting that more out of Nerf. After the Moto-Blitz came out, and all of the stuff that's come out after the Moto-Blitz has been pretty good. They have the new Storm Charge, it's pretty good. They have the new 8-shot revolver, can't remember the name, I think it might be the Trailblazer. But yeah, I really hope this is the direction Nerf keeps going, because they've released some trash blasters in the past. Hell, let me be more accurate. Here is one of those trash blasters. This is a blaster they sold on its own and also part of kits. It's a 4-shot Smart AR blaster, and though it works perfectly fine, it sounds cheap. It feels cheap. It's waste. It's garbage. There's nothing this accomplishes more than any other Nerf pistol would. Like, sure, it's a Smart AR. I can hand this to practically anyone and they can use it, but no Nerfer nor anybody who wants to have something more than a 4-shot glorified pistol would want to have this blaster because it feels cheap. You can tell it's cheap. The quality between this and this, I know you can't really see it on the footage because it's the same colors, is astounding. This feels cheap and bad, while this feels like a Nerf Elite blaster. Like, this feels like an OG good quality blaster. But anyways, I'm done ranting. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like, thumbs up, or like thumbs up, same thing. Comment. I love reading comments. I reply to as many questions as I can in the comments. If you want to see more of this, subscribe, leave a comment, like, all that fancy jazz, and have a good day.